Yousafzai. Thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you, everyone. That is the embodiment of how I feel. I started to cry saying your name. I'm so honored to meet you. I've been such a great admirer of everything that you've done, and getting to know you a little bit differently through this book, I have to say it has been like really helpful because you seem like bigger than life. And in this book, I feel like I relate to a lot of the things you're saying, and it just makes me feel a little more capable of having this conversation and not just sitting here like a mushy awe person.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I got public exposure at a very young age. The world came to know my name when I was only 15 years old, and I was still in a coma in a hospital. And I had a whole life ahead of me to figure out who I am as a person. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to feel loved. But somehow I thought maybe that is not a part of an activist's life. I came to this realization much later. And when I was about to start my college at Oxford in the UK, that's when I made a decision that, you know what, I can have a normal experience. So I had one goal: forget about studying, let's socialize, let's make friends.
Which I love so much because, you know, I can't even imagine the burden of a level of perfection that did you feel that way? That maybe, as you said, an activist, like, what does that look like, and how do you even live up to that?
I never thought that I would become an activist at my teenage. I missed living that childhood. You know, extremism started in my hometown when I was only 11 years old. Education was banned for girls. And I thought that it means compromises. It means you have to sacrifice being a normal person. But I realized that I was not true to myself. It was not serving my mission either. So I am so grateful for the friendship, for the love in my life, for this experience at college, because it has helped me grow as a person for who I am today. You know, if you win a Nobel Peace Prize before you even enter college, what does that even mean? Am I supposed to live this life that everybody expects me to? And I don't even know what that is. You sort of internalize it. I was defined as brave and courageous. And the moments when I felt anxiety, when I felt that I could not live up to these definitions, I felt like I was an imposter. You know, so it was really hard. And I was like, okay, maybe I can't be that old self of mine that I was when I was a little kid in Pakistan. I was mischievous, I was cheeky, I liked getting into trouble, I loved gossiping with my friends, I loved climbing. Climbing is something I loved.
You climbed the roof at Oxford.
I mean,
talk about a rebellious move. Talk about cheeky. You were literally climbing the roof.
I know, not only did I want to be a normal student, I wanted to be the rebellious student. And I thought, okay, 4th floor, the top of the college building, the clock tower. Just pray for yourself that you don't fall and the security doesn't see you. Go for it.
So you're living with people at Oxford. You come there. What is the difference that first hits you from the British life, from the Pakistani life?
Very different lives. I mean, I had never seen girls and women on the streets, you know, choosing what they want to wear. And doing jobs, being in these different positions. But there are just too many restrictions for women to be fully themselves. I was really grateful that I was now in a country where I was experiencing life differently as a girl. But even being like miles away from my home country, I thought that the culture pressure was still there. So when I was packing clothes for my university, I wanted to wear more, like normal college student clothes, jeans, a hoodie, any just basic gray, dull kind of clothes. But I remember my mom putting all of these traditional shalwar kameez dresses for me in my college suitcase. And she would put one, I would take it out, I would put my own. And I was searching Selena Gomez casual style on my Google, and I saw all the screenshots. Like, I had taken screenshots of her outfits. She's wearing skinny jeans and a cardigan, and she's wearing long boots. And I said, that's what I want.
And your mom is strict.
She's very strict. I mean, she grew up in a very conservative society. Things were a lot harder for women at her time. She never completed her school. A lot of girls from her village never saw a classroom. So, like, when I was watching my mom, I saw what a life without an education for a woman looks like. She also saw how women and girls were threatened, beaten up, and even killed for disobeying any of the so-called rules of honor, that a woman cannot make decisions for herself. She was just worried about me. She wanted to protect me, but we always had this tension, mom and daughter, always these arguments and debates.
I have 2 daughters. Yes, I know. And you and your dad are so close.
Yes.
He seems like he sort of functions different than your mom, and maybe energetically you have a different relationship with him.
I always say that my story from Swat Valley, Pakistan is not a unique story. This was the story of many girls in my community. But the only thing that's different in my story is that my father did not stop me. As he always says, don't ask me what I did, but ask me what I did not do. I did not clip her wings. So we do need supportive fathers and supportive men.
But I love in this book that you're like, hang on a second. I am young. Mm-hmm. I do need to experience things for the first time, and I may not be able to fit your mold of exactly what you said earlier, which is what a perfect activist life looks like. Was it scary to put that out there and say, I am a real person, I am young, I need to experience things, and I'm going to share them with you?